All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, or Staten Island, my homeboro, Brooklyn. Back at another video, and this is gonna be, I'm gonna call this video Lil Wayne and Kanye West and the joint monarchy, hip hop's joint monarchy. Okay, I remember Quan 144. Shout out to him. He did a video. I think it was a video on Kanye's album, legendary album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And I commented down below how Lil Wayne and Kanye ran hip hop from 2004 to 2011, like how Larry Bird and Magic Johnson ran the NBA in the 1980s. It was a joint monarchy. Some years Bird was the king, some years Magic was the king, some years they both sat on the throne. Okay, and that's the same with Lil Wayne and Kanye West. Lil Wayne and Kanye West ran hip hop from 04 to 2011. Okay, and I'm not joking. 50 Cent, yeah, you had other guys who came up like 50 Cent. You could say 50, you could say 50, it was a three-way monarchy, a trio monarchy between 50, Wayne, and Kanye. But 50 also fell off after 07. Okay, I'm sorry. A lot of 50 fans, my fellow New Yorkers probably get upset about that. It's just true. Okay? It's just true. And that's when it was cemented as Wayne and Kanye's monarchy. Of course, they both came around the same time. Of course, Kanye, as we all know, was a producer in the late 90s, early 2000s with Rockefeller. Okay, he was just that, a producer. Wayne was rapping since the mid-late 90s. Appeared on BG's album at 12 years old, or mixtape, whatever, at 12 years old. The Hot Boys, He was on Juvenile's legendary song, Back That Ass Up. I'll cover that in my Greatest of All Time video on Lil Wayne. By the way, I'm going to drop a link to that in the description. The Greatest of All Time on Kanye West, the Greatest of All Time on Lil Wayne. They both have reasonable cases. Kanye, now, is Kanye the best rapper, per se? No. But is he a great artist, a visionary, and producer? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I miss that era of hip hop. I remember being a little kid and that era of hip hop, the 2000s throughout the early 2010s. That was a golden era of hip hop for me. I know the golden age of hip hop, people say it was the late 80s, the mid-late 80s, early 90s. Look, I didn't live through that era. Okay, I have respect for those OGs in that era, but I didn't live through it. Okay, the golden age of hip hop for me was the 2000s and early 2010s. And of course, in co-side with Wayne and Kanye. When I listen to Flashing Lights and Lollipop and even All of the Lights and all those songs they released throughout that era, I get nostalgia. Go back to when I was a little kid in Brooklyn, sitting in my room, sitting on my stool, playing with my friends, had an iPod. This is back when iPods were a big thing. The headphones are banging all Kanye's and Wayne's shit, man. They were my two favorite rappers at that time. Okay, now, of course, here's Kanye's classic debut album, The College Dropout. Wayne's album, The Carter. First album, The Carter. Okay, both released in 04. If I'll give The College Dropout the edge over The Carter. Okay, the first Carter was a great album, but I give The College Dropout the edge. And of course, this is Kanye's late registration album, which of course had the song Gold Digger featuring Jamie Foxx. Now, of course, there's a no doubter who gets the edge in this one. That's Lil Wayne with The Carter 2. Just as an aside, you see the black, white, and red for the black mass. Okay, Wayne's trying to let you know something. Wayne's trying to communicate something to the audience and the people in the know that he's a member as well. But I'll leave all that to the brothers Quan 144 and COJ 144. Shout out to both of them. I just try to keep it simple on here. But anyway, yeah, there we go. The Carter 2 definitely gets the edge. Now 07, of course, Wayne did drop an album. He did drop mixtapes. Graduation was the best album that year. Okay, I listened to Curtis. Curtis was a great project, but Graduation is by far the best album that year, and it's arguably the best album of that decade. Arguably. 2000, 2009, arguably the best album. You have the Marshall Mathers LP, you have Stillmatic, you have The Blueprint, GRODT, Get Rich or Die Trying, you have the Grand Champ DMX album, Outkast dropped Stankonia, Wayne dropped The Carter 3. Graduation is arguably the best album of that entire decade. Hip-hop or across all genres. Pop, rock and roll, R&B, whatever. Arguably, just its sound. Kanye was ahead of his time. He was far ahead of his time, sonically, emotionally. I covered all that in my Greatest of All Time video on Kanye. Again, I'm going to put the link in the description. And I talked about how Kanye paved the way for these quote-unquote emo rappers. And not necessarily like the Lil Pumps, the Juice WRLDs, rest in peace, like the dudes with tattoos on their face and rapping about I fell in love with a stripper and she broke my heart. guys like Drake and Travis Scott and Kid Cudi. And Kid Cudi himself is very influential. Um, Kid Cudi is what I would call. No, I know it's about Wayne and Kanye, but Kid Cudi is what you call your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. And of course, Lil Wayne dropped his legendary mixtape, The Drought 3, in '07. '07, Wayne, Kanye, Kid Cudi, those are guys, and even people like Gucci Mane. Those guys, I put them as a class, and 50 Cent as well. There's what I would call your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Okay, like is your favorite rapper? The Baby. Well, the Baby's favorite rappers was Kanye, Wayne, and Gucci Mane. Okay, just as an aside, people who don't know. But back to this, man. Yeah, like I said, '04, and of course, here's Flashing Lights, my favorite Kanye song ever. Period. All the songs he released, this is easily my favorite one. Flashing lights. When I put on this song, man, I get nostalgia, man. I just go back to thinking when I was a kid, living in Brooklyn. When shit was simple. Now I'm old and shit. You know what I'm saying? But of course, here's the video. This lovely looking young lady. Of course, Wayne's video for a Millie. And like I said, Kanye, and I knew it was over. And the end of their monarchy started in the end of their monarchy, their rulership was in 2011, Wayne, of course, we all know, got locked up in 2012, the whole Free Wayne campaign. Kanye, let's not even get into that. But also you had the rise of Drake and Nicki Minaj and the artists who were influenced by them. Of course, we all know Drake and Nicki got put on by Lil Wayne. Of course, here's Lil Wayne in his Lollipop video. Then you got other guys like Meek Mill and Kendrick Lamar. You also had Chief Keef and Future and J. Cole and Wiz Khalifa. You had all those dudes blew up, and people and of course Drake was kind of, you could say, his generation's Jay-Z and Kanye, and you also had like the Young Thugs, who's just a Lil Wayne mini-me. Just being real. You also had Future and Chief Keef. You could call Lil Wayne's quote-unquote sons. Long dreadlocks, kind of that slurred way of talking, that raspy ass voice. I can't do a Lil Wayne impersonation, but that's all kind of coincide with the fall of their mind. Of course, Kanye, just went insane, and Wayne had issues with Birdman and the label. Not getting all that, and of course, here's Kanye's legendary album, 808s and Heartbreaks. It's probably the most influential album. It influenced everybody: Drake, Meek, Kid Cudi, Wale. This Kanye West, I always say, Kanye West killed gangster rap. And again, greatest of all time, Kanye West. Check it out. Go into further detail about it. Kanye West single-handedly killed gangster rap. Okay, and it was cemented with the 808s and Heartbreak album. Here's the Carter 3. My favorite Lil Wayne album of all time, the best Lil Wayne album of all time. It was critically acclaimed, commercially successful. Every song was something new, something different per se. Say the bars were clever. The Dr. Carter, the intro was funny as hell. The Carter 3, by far my favorite album, my favorite Lil Wayne album, and probably my favorite album of the last 15 years. And of course, here's Kanye's album, his best album, or arguably his best album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. My personal favorite is Graduation. Okay, and personally, I think that's his best. But someone said My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is the best Kanye album. I really wouldn't argue with you. Of course, here's Wayne's album, The Carter 4, which I believe was released in 2010. Or if not 2010, 2011. But this kind of was the end of Wayne and Kanye as in their joint monarchy. So they were the magic and bird of hip-hop. They ran hip-hop. Some years Kanye was king. Some years Wayne was king. Some years you just had to give it up to both of them, because it's hard to decide. Here's the song All of the Lights. And here's the Carter 5. This was officially kind of the end of Wayne to me. I mean, Funeral was a dope album. I loved it a lot. I know he's got other projects coming. But, this was kind of the end. The Carter 5 kind of cemented Wayne's legacy as the greatest hip-hop artist of his era, arguably, and definitely the most influential. Like I said, Lil Pump, Lil Xan. I remember Eminem had a bar about it, MGK, Iggy, Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate Lil Wayne. I can name any rapper in the game. Pick a name. All these dudes, man. Young Thug, Migos, Sosa, Chief Keef, if y'all don't know. Hell, even Wiz Khalifa, Tyga, all these dudes, man. Lil Pump, tattoos on their face, Lil in their name, slurred way of speaking. That's all the Wayne effect. All these people are just a bunch of Lil Wayne mini-me's and Kanye West mini-me's. And that shows you how great and influential they really are, if everybody's pretty much copying them. And look, nothing against the Travis Scotts and the Drakes and the Migos, but You know, y'all basically just Lil Wayne's and Lil Kanye West. Of course, we all know the Migos stole 3 6 Mafia's flow, and they're basically a bunch of Lil Waynes and Futures. That's who they remind me of. Okay, just being real. Here's a picture from Kanye's video, All of the Lights. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you like it, comment down below. Comment what else you want, other videos y'all want to see. Click the like button, subscribe, and help a young brother grow on YouTube, man. Salute to Kanye and Wayne. I miss the old y'all. I miss that era of hip hop. But hey, life goes on. All right, so I'm gonna see y'all.